8:30. And no one's actually supposed to be asleep right now because that's like way too early. But still. I also have a mic, but I don't want to use it because I feel like it's gonna I feel like the audio is not gonna work. I don't think I haven't filmed a video for this channel in like 2 years probably. I remember making that waking up at 5 a.m. to read video, which isn't up anymore because I was like, this isn't happening. But then, you know what? Here we are. Anyway, I have read, see, I don't even know. I've like fallen off. Okay, this is my Goodreads reading challenge, right? 110 books, and I have read 25. I've gotten most of these monthly ones. I didn't get the one for May, sadly, if it'll focus. I didn't get the one for May. I did get the other ones. Last year, I didn't reach my Goodreads goal. I like lowered it, so I reached it, but I have my thing as 110. I'm at 25. I would need to read 26, 27 books. No, more than that because I have 3 months left. A couple days ago, I made this awesome TBR list. It goes up until November because look at these numbers. Look at them. Today's this last day of September. I have read one book, and I put that there after I finished so I could highlight it. I am currently in the middle of Animal Farm and The Break-In. I'm like 40 pages in. I'm also in the middle of Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and I haven't even started this one. I started it like 2 years ago, like the first page, but it's one of the shortest books I own, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put it in there just so I can tally off another book. Look at that, October, I have 28 books. November, 25. In December, I have like less because I have to like study a lot. Freaking diplomas, if I'll even have to write them because the teachers are going on strike. Anyway, look at this. It's currently 8:37, but I want to go to bed. I want to be ready for bed before 9. I can't right now because someone's in the washroom. So I'm gonna read, and then hopefully I finish Animal Farm tomorrow. And then Before the Coffee Gets Cold because I have it on my e-reader, and I'm like, last night I read it up until 40%, but it's a very short book. So, and I'm getting through it really quickly because, I don't know, Japanese literature is like so easy to read. Like they use hard words, but it's not, oh my god, my windowsill is so dusty. Sorry, I was like rubbing against it and it's like so dusty. I'm filming on my iPad right now because like I wanted to make this fun, and I love my iPad, and I'm always watching YouTube on it. So like, you know what? Let's film videos again. Like look, on the iPad. So I'm gonna read Animal Farm because that's the one I've been currently like reading all day, and then I will update again tomorrow. I wanted to go like these daily updates for this because I know this video is just gonna be for a week because I don't want it to be way too long. And look, I'm like talking way too much. Okay, so it's been a couple days. I just got ready for bed. I finished Animal Farm 2 days ago, I think. Great. I love it. It's my second time I've read it. Amazing. Highly recommend. Also, anything by George Orwell. There's another book by him, 1984, also really good. If you're really into, like, government stuff. And, like, yeah. That's literally it. I'm pretty sure all of his stuff is mostly politics. This one is an allegory of the Soviet Revolution. And I'm pretty sure this one is, I don't remember exactly. I'll put a little synopsis. There we go. George Orwell. Great author. I have Before the Coffee Gets Cold on my e-reader, and I am 50% done it, but I like to take my e-reader to work, so I'm gonna finish that tomorrow because I work tomorrow. It's 9:05 and I'm about to go to bed. I need to take my melatonin. I should also clip my nails, but I have The Break-In. This is the book I'm going to be reading for the next 2 days, hopefully. I don't want to take too long on this book because I've already had it for like 3 weeks, and I also want to get the new book of the month. I'm on page 78. Okay, so unsurprisingly, I did not read during my breaks at work. But you know what? That's okay, because we can still make a comeback. I'm at like a different position, but like, anyway. 11:18. I have 276 of 544. That means I am 50%. Okay, so there's 183 pages, which means I have 90 pages left. Okay, 11:19. I think we can do it. I think we can do it before midnight. This is my e-reader, by the way. I have the dyslexic font because apparently you can read faster with that. And I also have everything to the margin because I feel like that's easier. Also the size, font, I don't even know. Okay, I'm on chapter 3 and there are 4 chapters. And I just started the 3rd chapter. So I'm gonna get onto that. I might do a time lapse because I will be actually reading. I did read The Break-In last night. I read like 20 pages and I was like, oh, I can read 25 pages at a time throughout the day 4 times, so I could read 100 pages a day. But Fridays are my busiest day. Yeah, I basically have to get up at like 5:30. I got up at 6:30 today, which is really sad because I literally didn't have time to get ready and process the fact that I was awake. I'm a leadership kid, so I have to be at school at like 7 because meetings are at 7:15. I was like 3 minutes late. It was fine. My school ends at 1:20. I have work at 3:30, so I have that much time. Anyway, let's get on to reading. I'm done it! Let's go! 27 books. So it's Saturday night now. It is 10:50 and we're gonna continue reading this book. I'm on page 103. I want to get to at least 150 tonight. And tomorrow, we'll see where I get there. But hello, it is Monday and I am not at school because of the strike. Anyway, that just means more reading for me. Look how far I'm in. Look how far. I am on page 200 and there are 381. It is 4:49 and I'm going to read 50 pages right now and then hopefully 50 pages later. There's squirrels. I don't like squirrels. I will talk about all of these books at the end. After I finish this book, I am going to be reading this book. This book is basically about, there was like a protest in my hometown and stuff, or around there, and this is basically about it, and I didn't know about it like at all, and I still don't know much about it. And I have this book and I have a bunch of other books about, what's it called? I forgot the word. I'm gonna put the word here. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what it's described as. So it's really short. It's one of the shortest ones I have. I have a few others that are like 100 something and I have not read them. And I also don't know where they are because look at my bookshelf. Insane. So this is my second book. Then I'm in my next book. Not my second book. The next one. Alright, so I ended up starting a bit later than expected. And it's now 6:40. I was reading for 30 minutes outside. I am now on page 248 of The Break-In. And it is so good right now. Like, I'm at the climax. Not really the climax, like the build-up right before the climax. Because, like, look at this. I have 140 pages left of this book. And I cannot put it down, but I have to. Because I have to read this book. This is The Mosquito Coast, and it is for my novel study that I'm doing in school, and I want to read this book. I want to try to finish it in a week. I want to finish it Sunday. So I'm gonna first divide up these pages into 7 and I'm gonna start reading. This is what I'm gonna do for English today because I didn't go to school. I'm gonna go do that right now and then I'm gonna read and then I'm gonna come back. I don't know if I'm gonna include this in my little thing because it's for school. If I enjoy it, I might, but this is what I'm gonna be doing now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I showered and I was not intending to wash my hair. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I washed my hair, even though I wasn't planning on to, but I digress. It is 10:33. I ended up reading 50 pages, which that's an awesome great start. I have some pages or quotes bookmarked, which is amazing. And now we're just gonna try to finish this book. Look at that. 120 is kind of a lot though, actually. So maybe not, because I don't want to go to bed too late. I will read for an hour, and we'll see how far I get there. Look, one more book and I can finally read the October books, even though there's 7. Well, maybe I should start reading some of these. Okay, now, after I finish this book, I'm gonna make myself finish all this tomorrow. This book has 123 pages, so yeah, I can finish it all in one day. That will be my goal. I could start it tonight, I don't know. I went through the list and picked out some books that I really wanted to read for October. These are just 10 books. Look at these, they look awesome. I think that if I get through all of these, I'll feel more motivated to finish and read more, because by the time I just read these, that'll only still be 39 books, you know? My goal is to finish these in... Maybe I should pick 5 more books. Okay, I'm gonna pick 5 more books, because then that'll be 15. I picked 5 more books. All of these are my new books, which I'm not actually happy about, but you know what? It's okay. I will get to the older books. I have books in here that have been with me since like 2018 and I haven't read them yet. So it's okay, we're starting somewhere. I'm going to sort these into genres and then I'm gonna talk about them. Okay, I just realized that would have taken too long, so I'm gonna just try my best. This is the only nonfiction book I pulled. I got this on my birthday, I think. Why Men Love Bitches. I thought for the longest time that the Wizard Liz wrote this book, but no, it's she wrote it instead. Not the Wizard Liz. So this is my... Oh look, she's such a baddie. Book number 1. And then I'm going to do my classics. I have 4 classics that I picked. These 3, I started Brave New World in grade 10 and I never finished it. So I'm gonna start it again. I read 1984 when I was 10. Because I'm better. I read this when I was 10 and I'm reading it again because I just read Animal Farm, and you know what? This was also on the list for me to reread because when I read it the first time, I got a copy. I borrowed a copy from the library. So now I'm reading my own copy. And then I have Crime and Punishment. See, I have a bookmark in here. This bookmark has been in here for 2 years. I get to the point where the main character basically commits the crime, and I've read that part probably 3 times because I've never finished after that, but I know how it ends. Anyway, this is also my own copy. It has seen better days. Okay, and then I have Catch-22. Never read it, but my social studies teacher last year made a reference about it, so I got it from Book Outlet. Actually, I love Book Outlet. Look, it has the Book Outlet mark. Next on fiction, I don't know if the bell jar is fiction. Partially autobiographical, whatever that means. Or yeah, okay. The bell jar. I'm gonna get rid of these stickers, because Indigo loves putting these big ass stickers. There are most of these. Look, I have another one. This is Remarkably Bright Creatures. A friend of mine recommended it to me. Well, no, she was reading it a couple years ago and I got it, and look how pretty it is. It has the colored spine. None of my books have these. But yeah, I think this was also recommended to me like 2 years ago. And then I've read Rising by Pierce Brown. I won this from a Goodreads giveaway, so this is my third Goodreads giveaway, and hopefully it's the first one I read because my other 2 books, I have not read them, sadly. But I've been wanting to read this one. And look, its pages are floppy. And then I have How to Kill Your Family. I also got this on my birthday. It's not floppy. It's pretty, you know. I'm gonna try to not break the spine because I hate books with broken spines. I didn't realize this. Jojo Moyes. She wrote Me Before You. She wrote Me Before You and After You. This is my favorite romance book ever, and I highly recommend it. I love it. The movie's also really good. The movie made me cry. She's the woman who wrote this thing. So Yeah, I just realized that. Next, I have The Poppy War. I heard that if you're a fan of Attack on Titan that you should read this, so I have the first copy. It's pretty nice, but I will also remove this freaking sticker. And then I have Meet Me at the Lake. If you see a bunch of these these small books, just know that I got them because there was a sale, or there was like a good deal from Indigo, because I love a good deal. And then I have On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. I got this on my birthday from a friend, and I read 10 pages of it, but I realized that this is the kind of book that I have to start reading out loud, because it's like I can't get into the flow state until I really eat every single word off the page. Then I have More Days at the Murasaki Bookshop, and I really liked the first one, and I bought the second one from Indigo. Actually, my mom bought it. I love my mom. She buys me books. Full price, by the way. She doesn't even look at like the sales. But second book, I recommend the first book. That one's really good. And then I have Beautiful Boy. I have had this for like 3 years. Look how awesome. Then I have, this is another nonfiction I just realized. I have The Burglar and Raids. I bought a bunch of books when I was in the middle of my war unit last year in social studies, and I was really interested in the wars, so I have this book. We're gonna have a fun time reading this. For me to have, like, if I get bored of one book, I'm not gonna like drop it. I will start another book and then go back to another book. Hopefully I stick with one book, because one book on my e-reader, reading one book physically, and one audiobook, because I think that's working the best for me right now. It's the only way I'm finishing books. My next read is this one, and I will start it maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. So it's Wednesday, 2:23, and my dad's name is in this book right there. Isn't that crazy? I was expecting my last name to be here, but I did not know. Also, I have a family friend whose name is also on this page. Anyway, I just realized the author's phone number is on here. I could WhatsApp him. JK, I'm not gonna do that. Also, look how cheap these books are. This is, like, I'm gonna put how much this is in Canadian dollars and American dollars, but look. Don't mind how crazy I look right now. It's Thanksgiving and, like, I'm sick, but I still had the courage to finish this video. So I finished. I didn't even bring the book. I finished this book. It was really good. Used a lot of big words that took me a while to think about. Yeah, but it's not on Goodreads, so I couldn't log that on there. But I will still count it towards my goal because I still read it and it's still a book. And I literally just finished this book. I wasn't recording it because I wasn't going to include it in this video, but I also didn't realize I was going to finish it, even though I said I'm going to finish this in 2 days, which I did. I was going to finish it yesterday night, but I was really tired, so I only read 50 pages and now I'm done it. And I loved it. This is the second book in the Murasaki Bookshop series. I don't know if it's a big series. The first book is the author's debut novel. Hopefully he makes more because I really liked this book. So in total, vlog, I read 4 books. I also read this, but it doesn't count because I didn't vlog it. I also didn't vlog this one, but it's okay. It's okay. So I'm going to go mark that off later. But my next video isn't going to be a reading vlog. It's actually going to be a book journal vlog. These are the books that I've read in, I think, the past year. Because some of these books are from grade 10. And I'm in grade 12 right now, so I don't like wasting paper. This, I had a little bit of an error down there, so I had to reuse the paper because I didn't know where our other copy paper was, but stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.